At 11:47 p.m., your phone lights up. You sent a normal message. They reply with one word. Okay, that is it. No insult, no argument, no tiny legal notice saying your relationship has been canceled. Just okay. But your brain sees those 4 letters and clocks in for the night shift. Why the full stop? Why no emoji? Are they angry? Did I say too much? Should I reply? No, that looks desperate. Maybe I should explain. No, that looks guiltier. Excellent. Nothing has happened, and somehow you are defending yourself in a trial that does not exist. This is overthinking. Your brain believes it is protecting you. It thinks that if it studies the message long enough, it can prevent rejection, embarrassment, or conflict. And here is the part most people miss. The thought is not what traps you. The thing you do to make the anxiety disappear is, at 11:49 p.m., you open the conversation again. The message has not changed. Your story about it has. Now, okay, sounds colder. You reread your own message. Maybe the joke was too much. Maybe your entire personality needs a software update. You inspect the punctuation like the government requested your opinion. At 11:53 p.m., you send the screenshot to a friend. Does this sound angry? Your friend says, no. Relief. For about 3 minutes. Then your brain says, maybe they are just being nice. So you ask someone else. They also say it sounds normal. Relief again. And this is where overthinking makes anxiety worse. Every time checking calms you down, your brain learns that checking kept you safe. It does not learn there was no danger. It learns, good thing we investigated. So next time somebody replies late, uses a full stop, or says, we need to talk, your brain starts faster. That temporary relief is reassurance, seeking. It feels helpful tonight. It makes you less able to tolerate uncertainty tomorrow. Your brain is rewarding itself for starting a fire drill in a building where nobody smelled smoke. At 12:04 a.m., you start writing a follow-up message. Version 1 sounds rude. Version 2 sounds weak. Version 3 sounds like you are applying for emotional parole. You delete all 3. Then you type. Just checking everything is okay. Now the other person, who may be brushing their teeth and thinking about nothing, has to explain why they wrote, okay. 4 letters are controlling your evening. By midnight, you are no longer reacting to the message. You are reacting to your own investigation. Nothing new has happened, but your brain has produced a story. Your body has reacted, and now the reaction feels like proof. Your chest tightens. Your stomach drops. That is enough for your brain to say, see? I knew something was wrong. No, you feel anxious because you have spent 20 minutes imagining rejection. The stress response is real. The evidence is still missing. This is catastrophizing. Your brain takes one blank space and fills it with the worst possible answer. It does the same thing when your boss says, can we talk tomorrow? Or when your friend takes 4 hours to reply. Different trigger. Same unpaid emergency meeting. But back to that innocent, okay. At 12:11 a.m., they reply, yeah, all good. That should end it. It does not, because anxiety has one more question. Are you sure? You do not send it, but you think it. Then you analyze whether all good sounds genuinely good or suspiciously good. This is the trap. Reassurance can answer the question, but it cannot satisfy the part of your brain demanding absolute certainty. And absolute certainty does not exist. You could receive a 10-page signed statement saying everything is fine, and anxiety would ask why page 7 used a different font. At 2:13 a.m., the other person is asleep. You are mentally attending an argument scheduled for tomorrow, next month, and possibly never. Now the message is no longer the problem. You are. Maybe you are too much. Maybe people secretly tolerate you. One unclear reply has become a performance review for your entire personality. That is why just stop overthinking is useless advice. Your brain thinks overthinking is the safety system. You cannot simply tell the alarm to shut up. You have to teach it that uncertainty feels uncomfortable, but discomfort is not danger. So here is the three-word method: fact, story, action. First, fact. What actually happened? Not what you fear happened. What would a security camera record? They replied, okay, that is the fact. Second, story. What did your brain add? They are angry. I said something wrong. They are pulling away. Name it without turning it into truth. My brain is telling a rejection story. Or, this is catastrophizing. You are not pretending everything is fine. You are refusing to treat a guess like evidence. Third, action. What useful action can you take now? For this message, the answer is simple. Nothing tonight. Put the phone down. If their behavior changes tomorrow, ask directly. No message autopsy. No emergency sequel. No asking, are you sure? After they already answered. Because, are you sure? Is rarely a question. It is anxiety demanding a receipt. The next morning your phone lights up. Sorry, fell asleep. That is it. No hidden hatred. No canceled relationship. Just a tired person who used one word before bed. Your brain spent 6 hours protecting you from nothing. The goal is not to eliminate anxious thoughts. That will never happen. Your brain produces thoughts the way your kitchen produces random plastic containers without matching lid. The goal is to stop obeying every thought. When overthinking says, figure this out now, answer, there is nothing to figure out yet. When anxiety says, but what if, answer, then I will deal with what actually happens. That is how you retrain your brain. You wait. You survive. Nothing explodes. Your brain learns that not knowing is uncomfortable, not dangerous. Next time your brain turns a normal message into a psychological crime scene, use fact, story, action. Your brain is trying to protect you. Unfortunately, it has the emotional accuracy of a smoke alarm screaming because you made toast. Check for a real fire. If there is one, act. If there is not, stop evacuating your life. That is the kind of normal human disaster we investigate on your brain, unfortunately. And if anxiety makes you apologize for things you did not do, watch the next video on why you say sorry when someone else is wrong.